Hello and welcome back to Nutter's Guide to the Galaxy Part 2. Now in this part, we're going to look at getting your ship in a fit state for travel. I'll go back to that in one moment. I just want to check first of all that you all had good fun in your training missions and learning how to fly. Okay, so back on with the task at hand. Now what we want to do here is get our ship in a fit state so that we can actually travel around the galaxy. So the first place that we want to go to is Starport Services. I'm using a stock Sidewinder, which is the very type of Sidewinder that you will have when you start the game. So in Starport Services, we want to go to something called Outfitting. Now, depending on how you've started the game, most people will have a stock Sidewinder that will have lasers and some other bits and bobs that you really don't want at the moment, because I'm going to highlight something really important. Down at the bottom of Outfitting, you'll see that you've got a jump range here, and your maximum jump range in a stock Sidewinder in the default build is 6.39 light years, and that's not a lot at all. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to the galaxy map and just show you how that affects what you can do within the game. So I'm going to bring up the galaxy map, and let's say we wanted to do some missions, okay, which would involve flying around. Now you can see I've been in the map already, and I was just looking. I was going to take a mission to here, okay. And now the way the galaxy map work is, and I know I haven't done a video on it yet, but I just wanted to show you how this can affect you, is that if I go to clear this route, and I need to go to this place here, and then choose plot route, it says route plotting failed. Okay, so I'm just in the galaxy map, just scrolling around where I am now at the moment, which is called Dahan. Okay, and the mission that I wanted to take is over here at LFT 992. Now the problem you'll see is that whenever I try to plot a route, it says route plotting failed. Now the reason why that is no matter which star the computer tries to calculate for me to jump to, and then on to the next, and then on to the next, to finally get to my destination, I just don't have the jump range to do that. So you'll start to see quite quickly how important jump range is in all different play styles, but especially when it comes to exploration. So you may not have a lot of money right now, and so you're probably thinking, well, how do I go and start doing missions if I can't even get to that local star there? Well, let's go back into Outfitting and see what we can do about that. So back into Starport Services, go to Outfitting. Now what we need to do in order to increase our jump range, we've got a number of options, but if we're just starting out, we really don't have a lot of options at all. So what we need to do is lose weight. Now at the moment we're in a stock Sidewinder, it's got 2 lasers there, as you can see. Now we're in no fit state to go out doing combat in a Sidewinder, a stock one at that, and it's not going to be that much fun. If you want a challenge, yes, maybe, but we're trying to get out exploring here and earn some money, and right now this Sidewinder is not going to do the job. So what do we want to do? We want to lose weight, so let's store our lasers and see how much jump range we get from just doing that. So I'm going to go to hard points, and I'm just going to select both hard points, transfer options, and store. And now watch the jump range go up when I put this laser into storage, i.e. remove it from the ship. 6.39 light years becomes 6.63. Now you're probably thinking, well, that's not much. And trust me when I tell you, every point of a light year is very important. Watch how this all adds up when I start storing things that I don't need right now. So I'm storing the other laser. And bearing in mind, we couldn't fly to that star before we started doing this. Now I've got 6.88 light years. I've not purchased anything yet, okay? Yet the ship is being able to jump further. So what else can we get rid of? Let's have a look at utilities. Okay, we can't lose any weight there. We've got no utilities on there. So what else can we lose? Now core internals, we can't remove completely core internals. You could only upgrade those. So we can't come in here and start moving things. And let's face it, if we remove the power plant, we're not going to go very far. So we'll come back out of the core modules for now. Let's see what else we can shed from optional internals. So in here, we've got a number of things. We've got a shield generator, and if you look over on the right, you can see how heavy it is. And this shield generator is 2.5 tons. That's quite heavy. What else have we got in here? We've got a planetary vehicle hangar. So this is for going out exploring planets. 12 tons. Okay, that's a lot of weight for a little ship. We're not going to be able to get to a planet right now to land on it with our jump range at 6.88 light years. We're not going far at all. So let's get rid of it. Let's store it for now. We'll get it back when we've got the range and we've got some money to upgrade our ship. So I'm just going to transfer that and store. And let's see how much jump range we get from storing that. So we're on 6.88 light years. We've now gone up to a whopping, I say whopping, this is just the beginning. We can go a lot further in the future, but right now let's keep it on track with the Sidewinder. We've gone up to 8.97 light years and we have not spent one single credit. Okay, you can see that we've got other things in here. We've got the planetary approach switch. If you've got Horizons, you get that by default, okay? And that enables you to land on planet services. Now, we could strip out the shield generator as well and sell that, but if you're new, you probably want to keep your shield for now. And so let's see how far we can go on the galaxy map now we've removed those two components. That's lasers and the SRV bay. So back to the galaxy map. Now, oh, it's already plotted the route. Okay, this is a seamless recording. Hopefully it carries on that way. But if I clear my route again, just to show you there's no magic going on here. Plot route. And now I can go places. And if we zoom out, I just wonder how far can we go with a jump range of just shy of 9 light years. See, we can't go everywhere. So we are going to still need to upgrade our ship. But we've got a starting point. And we can now do missions, earn some more money, and then we can start looking at upgrading our ship. Now, I did promise you that we'd upgrade our ship, and so let's do that now. We're not going to be spending lots of money. Obviously, it depends on how much money you've got, but just running a few missions from the mission board will see you get a few credits, and you'll see that this simple upgrade that we're going to do in this video will be enough to get you the range to go out and just earn that little bit more, much more money. Okay, so let's go back into outfitting. So you've probably run a few missions by now because you've got the jump range. So let's see what we can do to make our jump range go up now. So we already removed the hard points and we don't need those. We're exploring and we're in no fit state for shooting at anything or having combat at the moment in time. So let's carry on with utility mounts. Now I can't think of any utilities that we need right now because we just want to get out there and explore. So let's come back out of there. Core internals. Now, these are the ones that you can't remove, but you can upgrade. And let's upgrade them. We're going to upgrade them by choosing a lighter module. And you will see that our jump range will slowly creep up as we reduce the modules in terms of weight. And you'll be pleased to know that the modules that we want to install don't cost much at all. So if we start with the power plant and look in here, and let's see what we can get from this particular station. So as you can see, we've got a loaned power plant. It weighs 2.5 tons, and the key feature or the key factor in terms of jump range is ship weight, and we need to reduce it. So we look for the lightest of the power plants. So a 2A weighs 1.3 tons. That's an improvement, and you can see that the jump range has gone up. But is there a lighter one? 2B, that's lighter, that's 2 tons. 2C, 1.3 tons, again another quite light power plant. And then we've got 2D, which only weighs 1 ton. So for this build, we're going to make the ship as light as possible, and you will now see and realise that a D-type module is the lightest weight of the module classes that you can choose. So let's go with 2D, and it only costs 5,000, just about 6,000 credits from this station. Let's put it on. and I'm going to choose exchange. I don't want to store the old module. We won't be going back to that one again. Our jump range has now gone up to 9.33 light years. And I'm going to assume for this rest of this tutorial that you've done enough missions to perform these upgrades, and of course if you don't have the funds, just run some more missions. Okay, and if you want to know how to make money on missions, there's lots of videos about those. Let's concentrate on upgrading our ship. Okay, onto the thrusters then. So let's browse shop, and yep, they do have 2D thrusters. So our stock ones are 2.5 tons, and the D-rated are just 1 ton. And you can see that our jump range is going up yet again. Now you can't always guarantee, I'll just install that one. You can't always guarantee that you're going to get the modules you want, so you might have to shop around. And that's just a case of flying around, but I will go into in another video on tools that you can use to make that process a lot quicker. So anyway, let's just exchange that. I'm going to quickly go through now. I'm going to come back to the frame shift drive for obvious reasons, which will become obvious when we get to it. Live support, browse shop. Do we have a 2D option? No, we don't. Do we have a lighter option though? Yes, we do. So let's see, we've got 1.3 tons. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so there is no lighter option for our life support, so let's just go with the one we've got for now, and we'll just shop around for that. I'm deliberately docked at a station where you might start from, so you'll go through the same issues as I might do. So power distributor, there is a D option. Our jump range goes up again. We're now really up to 9.93 light years, so it's looking good. Exchange that. How are we doing? So we've got D thrusters, E frame drive, we'll come back to that. E life support, because there isn't a cheaper option or a lightweight one here. But it's got sensors. Let's see if we've got any D-rated sensors. Yes, we do. And yes, the sensors are lighter than the stock one. 1E is 1.3 tons and 1D is 0.5 tons. So let's exchange that. Oh, look at this. This is going to get our jump range over 10 light years. Now, apart from losing weight, there is another module that is going to drastically affect your jump range, and this is the frame shift drive, and this is the jump drive that allows you to jump from system to system. And what we want to do is jump as far as we can. So if we upgrade this one, we will be able to jump further. So let's browse the shop and see what they've got. Okay, it looks like they've got all of the classes. So you'll see at the moment we're on 10.16 light years. Now obviously you'll think, oh, lightweight frame shift drive makes sense. Yes, we got up to 12 light years, but this module is all about increasing range. So even though you take a hit with a heavier frame shift drive, you will jump further with the classes. So let's see where we can go. Let's move on to a 2C. Will get us 14 light years. That's an extra 2 light years on the previous module. 2B, let's see what we get from that. 18.33 light years. Amazing. Cool. We're really talking about getting some distance now. And then 2A, we get 22 light years. So depending on how much money you've managed to accumulate, I would hope you've all managed to get 160,000 credits. If not, get out there, do some more missions, because you really want the 2A frame shift drive for the next episode of this Guide to the Galaxy. So I'm going to install my 2A frame shift drive. Okay. Now at this point we don't need to worry about things like power management, and I want to keep this thing as simple as possible. So right now you should be looking at a ship which has as many D-rated modules as you can fit. Now we've not quite finished this tutorial. There is just one area we haven't looked to see if we can save any weight. Just come back out of there into the optional internal, and we did have that shield generator that weighs 2.5 tons. Let's see if we can make a lightweight upgrade to this as well. So let's have a quick look in the shop. So we are looking for a shield generator. There we go. And okay, so we've got 2.5 tons. I don't see a D module, but do we find anything that will give us a better jump range? No. So in this case we can't lighten the weight any further. So this is where we would now fly around and find maybe the other two D modules that we would like to make our ship as light as possible. But right now we have 22 light years. We're definitely in a position to go out and start maybe our first exploration trip. But I'm going to save that trip for the next video. What I would like you to do now is go and outfit your ship, upgrade it, fit those light modules, and go out and have a play. Run some missions again. You'll find it be able to get to destinations a lot quicker. And I'll see you on the next one, where we will probably talk about an exploration trip, but also I am considering talking about the Codex. So it's a mystery, the next episode. So until then, I will say bye for now, fly safe, like and subscribe, and see you on the next one. Goodbye, Commanders.